The Outlaws thought it would be easy to terrorize kids on a school bus, but they didn't know the driver was a retired Marine sniper, ready to protect his passengers at any cost. Today, we see a good guy win. Our story takes place in October 2013, Houston, Texas. Tyrone Johnson and two accomplices boarded a school bus full of kids. Johnson was armed with a sawed-off shotgun and a handgun. Posing as police officers, they ordered the children to get on the floor and tied up the driver with zip ties. Johnson took a megaphone and said, "Everybody, stay down. I'm in charge. Look at me." One child was holding scissors, prompting Johnson to yell, "You're not supposed to move." Another child asked, "What are you doing?" One of the accomplices said, "We're going to rob the bus." A student replied, "There's no money on this bus." But Johnson didn't want money. He planned to use the kids as leverage to steal cars. He warned, "Anyone screams, I'll shoot this kid." Another said, "I'll cut his throat." Johnson added, "Everyone's going to die except the driver. He's taking us to our getaway car." Johnson then forced the driver to call his wife and told everyone to stay silent or be shot. When a child started crying, Johnson slapped him. He forced the kids off the bus, lined them up by the road, and threatened to shoot anyone who moved. Police were alerted. The first officers on the scene tried negotiating, but Johnson shouted, "Shoot me right now." Officers held back to avoid risking the children. As more police arrived, they set up a perimeter. Johnson made the kids kneel by the road. One child ran, but Johnson caught him, dragged him back, and slammed him down, putting a shotgun to his head. At that moment, school librarian Gail Fleece saw what was happening. She opened fire on Johnson, hitting him in the chest repeatedly until he collapsed. The children cheered. Police arrested Johnson's accomplices, Larry Williams and DeMarcus Walker. Paramedics took Johnson to the hospital. He had no ID, but police found a student's wallet he'd used to zip his jacket. This detail helped prove his guilt. Once doctors confirmed he would survive, police arrested him. Investigators discovered Johnson had a long criminal record and was wanted for a violent crime in Mississippi. In court, Johnson's lawyer claimed he acted in self-defense and only wanted to use the bus to stage an accident for insurance money. But Assistant District Attorney John Jordan said the real target was the bus driver, James Oliveo, a former Marine sniper. Johnson blamed Oliveo for his dishonorable discharge from the Marines after a falling out during their service. Police found a threatening letter Johnson wrote to Oliveo years earlier, vowing revenge. Faced with overwhelming evidence, Johnson pleaded guilty to aggravated assault with a deadly weapon and kidnapping. He was sentenced to 80 years in prison, 40 for each charge. Williams received 20 years, and Walker got 10. Oliveo was praised as a hero and awarded the Purple Heart and other medals. When asked how he stayed calm, he said, "I just wanted to keep the kids safe, like a big brother." Vietnam veterans later sent him a letter of gratitude. As for Johnson, he remains in prison. 6 innocent people were forever changed. The children endured trauma they'll carry for life. Johnson, a coward, targeted children instead of facing his enemy directly. But justice was served.